Hey everybody, if you've been out there looking for a new home right here in Cherokee County or Cobb County or like Bridge Mill and some of the big subdivisions that we have here, obviously in the last few years, it's really easy to just kind of jump on the internet, probably using Zillow or Trulia or even Realtor.com to find these houses. It's really easy to do that. The complexity is, or the challenge becomes, what do you do next? What do you do when you pull up that house and you're like, oh, this is my next dream home? Where do you go from there, right? If you've been looking at the Zillows and so on and so forth, let me kind of talk to you a little bit about what is actually happening. So in the last few months, let me back up. Zillow receives all of its information from the local multiple listing service organizations across the nation, and there's over 800 of them. However, recently in the last few months, the company that was consolidating all of these listings and basically providing them or selling them to Zillow changed their contract, and Zillow no longer has that contract. So Zillow has been working, trying to do a roundabout for the last year and a half. They've been working on this, and they aren't quite there. So if you've noticed that the data in Zillow is actually not as good as it used to be, that's most likely the reason. So as Zillow tries to correct this and get accurate information, unfortunately, a lot of information that's provided to you through their services aren't always accurate. It's usually late, or it's inaccurate, or it's missing. So if you've noticed that in the last few months, that's most likely why. So what do you do? Well, the first thing you need to do is you really do need to have a local agent really working on your behalf. They have direct access to the multiple listing services in which Zillow is trying to get. They have direct access to that data, so they can give you the most accurate and up-to-date information on all the offerings that are out in the market. And in today's market, that's going to be really important because it's competitive out there. If you've been out there looking, you've already noticed that, man, you got to be on it. You see a house that pops up, you better be on it. So make sure you have a local real estate agent that's actually working on your behalf, looking for those homes. Okay, so you found the house, right? What do you need to have done next? Once again, I mentioned, first thing is make sure you have an agent. They're going to be able to help you out. The second piece is before anybody's going to take you seriously on the house that you want to buy, they're going to want to know, how are you going to buy it? Are you going to use financing or are you going to be cash? If you are a cash buyer, make sure you have proof of funds. All right, you will be asked to provide some type of proof of funds that you have the cash to actually buy the home. No one's going to accept your offer without that. You're just wasting everybody's time. If you are using financing, make sure that you have a lender that you've already talked to and they have pre-approved you or pre-qualified you up to the amount of what the purchase price is of that new home. Again, without that paperwork, without already having that taken care of, few people are going to take you seriously and accept your offer if you don't have your financing piece already taken care of. Once again, this all goes back to making sure that we position you in the strongest possible position when you do make that offer on a new home. So those are the first two things that you're really going to want to do when you go out and you find that dream home. The other thing that people get stuck in is all the details. They want to make sure that this is taken care of, and what about this and what about that. There is a period in time when you make an offer, it's called due diligence, that you do all of your homework. So we always encourage our buyers, if you're interested in this house, if you like what you see, let's make an offer. We can take care of all those details during that due diligence period. That is what it is designed for. If you don't like what pops up in that due diligence period, if you find that you really don't like the location, or you don't like the hill that's in the back, or you found out that they're going to be building a Walmart in the lot behind you, you can terminate in that due diligence period. You get all your money back, no harm, no foul. That's what it's designed for. So we always encourage our buyers to get all of that, let's get this thing secured. Let's get you under contract. We'll do all that homework once we're under contract to make sure that this is truly the home that you want to purchase. Hopefully that was helpful. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you thought it was. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and hope everybody's having a good one, and to talk to you soon. Thanks.